I caught my cheating wife when her secret email synced to our family tablet. You ever have one of those moments where your entire life tilts sideways, all because of a tiny, innocent-looking notification? A sound so harmless, so ordinary that you barely glance at it, until you realize it just blew open the biggest betrayal of your life. Yeah, that's how my marriage ended. Not with yelling, not with a confession, not with suspicion, but with a single email notification that popped up on our daughter's family tablet while she was watching cartoons on a Saturday morning. That notification was the crack in the wall. What I found behind it. That was the demolition. My name's Mark, I'm from Colorado, and this is the story of how a forgotten autosync setting exposed my wife's secret life, and how karma crushed her harder than anything I could have planned. It all started on a cozy Saturday. I was making pancakes, my daughter was on the couch watching some animated show, and my wife, let's call her Jenna, was running errands. She'd been running a lot of errands lately. Maury, work emergencies. Maury, late nights. Maury, I'm just exhausted, don't wait up. But I didn't push. We'd been married 9 years. We had routines, bills, schedules, responsibilities. I trusted her. Then it happened. Ding! A notification flashed across the tablet screen. My daughter didn't pay attention. Kids don't care about email. But I did. Because I recognized the sender's name, Marcus L. We did not know any Marcus. Not in school, not at work, not in the family, nowhere. Then I saw the subject line. I swear my heart stopped. Last night was unbelievable. I can't stop thinking about you. I froze. The room spun a little. I picked up the tablet like it was radioactive. A preview of the message expanded across the screen before I even touched anything. I wish you could have stayed longer. I hate that you had to rush back before he woke up. Before he woke up. Before I woke up. It felt like getting punched in the stomach. The email wasn't addressed to a name I recognized. It was sent to a Gmail account I had never seen before. But the device was linked to our family cloud, which meant someone in our home added that secret Gmail to the tablet. And there were only 3 of us. I opened the email. My hands were trembling so hard I could barely tap the screen. There was no subtlety, no ambiguity, no misunderstanding. It was graphic, explicit, detailed. This man, this stranger, was describing everything he and my wife had done the night she claimed she was stuck at work. I kept scrolling, email after email. Messages sent at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., even during days she claimed she was exhausted from overtime. It wasn't a fling. It wasn't a one-time mistake. It was a full-blown affair. They had plans, inside jokes, pet names, hotel reservations. There were selfies she took in the mirror, at the gym, in her office bathroom, even in our bedroom. I felt nauseous, like I might faint. My daughter asked, "Daddy, are you okay?" I smiled, lied, and said, "Just tired." Inside, something cold and sharp snapped. I needed proof, solid proof. The emails were already enough, but I wanted everything. So I put the tablet down, went into our bedroom, and opened her laptop. Same password. She never changed it. I typed in the secret Gmail. The inbox exploded open. They'd been talking for months, maybe longer. I clicked on the sent folder. She was sending him pictures from our bed, our kitchen, our backyard. She made jokes about me, mocked my work schedule, said things like, "He has no idea, he trusts me too much. I told him I'm exhausted, so he won't bother me tonight. Wish I could stay at your place every weekend." Every sentence was another bullet. I wasn't angry yet. Not fully. I was numb, dead inside. A ghost floating above my own life. But then I clicked on one email that changed everything. She sent him a photo of our daughter, in the backyard, playing. And the caption read, "She looks so much like him. I feel guilty sometimes, but not enough to stop." That was it. The switch flipped. The numbness burned away. And what replaced it was something pure, sharp, and ice cold. Revenge. I didn't confront her immediately. If she could lie to me this calmly for months, she'd lie again. Cry. Deny. Manipulate. Twist it until I somehow became the bad guy. No, I wasn't giving her that chance. Instead, I spent the next week gathering everything. Screenshots, emails, photos, hotel receipts, chat logs, voice notes, her calendar, GPS data from her phone, credit card charges she thought I'd never find. Every piece of her secret life went into a clean folder titled Truth. Then I called a lawyer. The following Friday was our anniversary. She planned nothing for us. Told me she had booked a conference room for late work. I told her I'd bring dinner to her office as a surprise. She panicked, said she'd be in meetings, tried to convince me not to come. That's how I knew exactly where she would be. I drove not to her office, but to the hotel I found in the emails. I parked across the lot and waited. 10 minutes later, there she was, dressed in the outfit he said he loved on her, fixing her hair, checking her lipstick. She walked inside. Room 214. Just like the emails said. 5 minutes after she entered, I followed. I knocked. When the door swung open, the guy Marcus was wearing nothing but a towel. He looked confused for a split second. Then he saw my face. His smile died. My wife appeared behind him, giggling, until she saw me. The color drained out of her so fast she looked like she might pass out. "Mark, wait, this isn't, I can explain." "No," I said calmly. "You can't." I handed her a manila envelope. "What's this?" she choked out. "Everything you thought I'd never find." When she opened the envelope and saw the printed emails, the pictures, the logs, her legs gave out. She collapsed onto the bed, sobbing uncontrollably. Marcus backed away like I was radioactive. I wasn't violent. I didn't yell. I didn't threaten. I didn't need to. My silence terrified her more than anything. I simply said, "You'll get divorce papers by Monday. I recorded the last week of emails. I have full custody evidence, and my lawyer already filed." She screamed, begged, cried, made promises she should have made before she destroyed our marriage. None of it mattered, because karma wasn't done with her yet. My lawyer was ruthless, and with the evidence I had, the judge didn't give her a chance. I got full custody, the house, the cars, majority of savings, child support, primary decision-making rights. She got a one-bedroom apartment and the man who ruined her life. Except here, the beautiful twist. He dumped her 3 weeks later. Why? Because he didn't know she had a kid. Because she got too emotional. Because she was too much drama. He blocked her, deleted her, pretended she never existed. She tried to come crawling back to me. She said she made a mistake. She said she was confused. She said I wasn't paying attention to her anymore. She said she needed affection. I told her, "You had affection, you wanted excitement, now you have consequences." Months passed. I rebuilt myself, got into therapy, focused on my daughter, started working out again, reconnected with friends, took up hiking. I became someone I actually liked. Someone strong, aligned, alive. Meanwhile, her life fell apart. Her job found out about the affair because she used her work email for some messages. HR got involved. She was demoted. Then her apartment complex raised rent. She struggled. She became a shadow of who she used to be. The last time I saw her, she whispered, "I threw away the best thing I ever had." I didn't argue, didn't comfort, didn't react. I just replied, "You didn't throw it away. You traded it for a fantasy." If you're reading this, let me tell you something important. The truth always comes out. Sometimes through a guilty conscience. Sometimes through a slip of the tongue. And sometimes through a forgotten email account that syncs itself to a family tablet at 9:07 a.m. on a Saturday morning. Cheating ends marriages. Karma ends cheaters. My wife lost everything. Not because I destroyed her, but because her own choices did. And I found peace. I found clarity. I found myself. Sometimes betrayal is the shove you need to walk into the best chapter of your life.